Sveiki and welcome back to your Irregular Latvian lesson. Today, more than ever, we are surrounded by fake news. And on April Fool's Day especially, you are bound to run out of ways to say, nope, I don't believe this. Luckily, you can always borrow some anti-bullshit expressions from Latvian. Let's go! The reason why Latvians have so many ways to reject lies is because we are immune to most kinds of deception. What else could you expect? With a history like ours and SMS credits roaming free, we have evolved not to believe spam emails, marketing tricks, fantastical financial offers, conspiracy theories, foreign media, Latvian media, anything the government says, and of course, April Fools. In fact, there are only 3 sure sources of information for a Latvian. That's māmiņa, grandma, kaimiņu Juris, the neighbor Juris, and, of course, Facebook. Everything else is pupumizas, or the skin of beans, which as Latvians do not esteem to have any value whatsoever, except for designating worthless and unimportant things. Now let's look at how to reject falsehoods. Remember, to make sure people understand your skeptical position, always add nu gan, which is like an emphasizer in Latvian, before any expression or noun you choose. Or actually, if you forget the expression or noun itself, often simply nu gan with a disgusted expression is enough to pass the message of disbelief. Nu gan. The basics. Jokot, to joke, from the noun joks, a joke. Joks. The best antidote, accuse them of joking. Tu joko, or nu gan tu joko, you are joking. Or for a softer version, tu joko vai ne, you're joking, right? The 1st of April is joku diena, the day of jokes in Latvia, so everybody will be trying to izjokot you, out-joke you, but actually it means to make you fall for their joke. And I do mean everybody, even the newspapers and news portals are in on it, so be vigilant and not a muļķis, a fool, muļķis, who believes all kinds of muļķības, foolishnesses. Better to be sure say, nu gan muļķības. What untrue things that only a fool, who is not me, would believe. Then there's blēņas, which have 2 meanings. One, more practical, blēņas is mischief. You can blēņoties, to do all kinds of things people don't understand, so they assume it's mischief, or you can sastrādāt blēņas. Sastrādāt blēņas from the verb strādāt, to work, and that is a more serious kind of blēņas, to the point of where they almost qualify as work, and that usually is not so funny. The second meaning, and more likely on April Fools, is the verbal type of blēņas, untrue things that people are telling you. Tu tak man stāsti blēņas. Those are blēņas you're telling me. Or, for a more jargon option, you can say bleķis, which usually means either a worthless piece of metal or a car, a musician who is playing a brass instrument, and in this case, blēņas. By the way, another word for practical jokes is pigori. So if you're more of a practical joker, you like to taisīt pigori, to make pigori, and not pirogi, because those are Russian. In Latvian they're pīrāgi, although they are also nice to make. Not necessarily intentional falsehoods are aplamības, and etymology incoming, they come from the word aplam, used to mean something that's broken and unfit, but then Latvians, who despise being wrong, added more of a negative emotional coloring to the word, and the meaning foolish and nonsensical. Aplamības therefore mean absurdities. Fui, aplamības! Even worse to believe aplamības than muļķības. However, you can also have pekstiņi, and here, etymology incoming, it comes from the word pikts, an adjective designating grumpy/angry whilst exposing one's own foolishness. Picked. We say that about little children. They are often pikti when they don't get their way. Well, little children and me. Picked over time evolved into pēkstiņš. Pēkstiņš, an old, I believe, not heard today, way to say a joker, whose main job was to tell pekstiņi. Pekstiņi. That word has survived. Tu man te pekstiņus stāsti. You here are telling me some pekstiņi. I have unmasked you, joker. Other ways to reject falsehoods is to call them zili brīnumi. Zili brīnumi, literally blue wonders, but really it means I have never heard anything like that before, and probably because it's total muļķības. Or it's izzīsts no pirksta. Izzīsts no pirksta, literally sucked out of a finger, but really it means, yeah, definitely muļķības, and it's clear that whoever told you that has made it up and you are a muļķis. Alternatively, you can also say tukšas iedomas, tukšas iedomas, empty imaginings. I do not believe those. Or it can also be no gaisa grābtas pļāpas, from the verb pļāpāt to babble. No gaisa grābtas pļāpas means babbles grabbed out of thin air, to be used when the teller has heard half a muļķība somewhere and then izzīda no pirksta the rest. And finally, you can use verbs to confront your joker. You can say tu mānies, from the word mānīties, to deceive. Careful, it's not as strong as melot, to lie, so it is not as accusative to use. Tu mānies, you're deceiving me. Or tu blefo, you're bluffing. Tu blefo, also useful in a card game. Tu blefo, vai ne? You're bluffing, right? Or a more literate option, tu mani velc uz zoba. Tu mani velc uz zoba. In English, you would say, you're pulling my ear, but Latvians are more hardcore, so we say, you are pulling me onto your tooth. Tu mani velc uz zoba. Or tu mani čakarē, from the noun čaka. Čaka, which is an old way to say a piece of wood with many branches. The verb originally was used to say, tu mani čakarē, you are poking me with your stick with branches, and it's both annoying and a little bit humiliating. So now the sentiment has stayed, but as Latvians evolved to prefer words to sticks, tu mani čakarē became a colloquial way to say, you are fooling me. Tu man čakarē. You're trying to fool me. Un nu viss. I hope this video has prepared you to deflect any and all April or other fools effectively and with style. Let me know which expression do you like the best and what was the best or worst April Fool's joke that you have fallen for or made somebody else fall for. Patreons, for you there are some more grammatically eloquent ways to say, you are trying to deceive me. I think you're trying to deceive me. So go and check out your extra lesson up there, and thank you again for the support, and thank you for watching this video. I will see you soon, maybe. Bye!